Joining me today to share a little bit of great news that's coming out of Union Gospel Mission, I've got Martin Chidwick. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Very welcome, Sylvia. Thanks for your interest in what we're doing and what Jesus is doing with us.
Absolutely. So, you and some gentlemen from UGM resident program recently went to a lake for a special time. Give us some details. What happened?
Well, we went about 3 Fridays ago to Oasis, actually. They're very gracious, the owners there, to let us use their lake, their artificial lake, for a very real baptism time. And we 6 of our men in our program here at 320 Princess Street, and our chaplains, and a number of us went to witness this incredible event.
That is very exciting news. I love me a good baptism. You guys had a great video as well on there. I would love to know of any highlights that stood out to you during that time.
Well, every single man, every one of them, all 6 of them, was a highlight. One of them didn't give his testimony. He decided at the last minute that, hey, I want to get baptized. So he sort of stripped down to as far as he could go, and then ran into the lake to be baptized. I've never seen that before, but that was a very beautiful moment. But then the 5 that did share their testimonies were all very impactful. And they're all very different. You know, these guys are all from different backgrounds. You cannot stereotype someone that comes into Union Gospel Mission needing help to recover from addictions, to overcome addictions, and to find Jesus as their Lord and Savior. The Lord has got such a unique mixture of people, characters, backgrounds, cultures, but we're all at the foot of the cross. We're all on common ground, and we're all equal. We don't need the world telling us what equality is. We know what it is. It's in Jesus.
Such good news and a great reminder for us all. As it says, I'm not quite exactly sure where, but there is neither Greek nor slave. There's neither, all these things. We are all one under Jesus.
That's right. We had one guy talk about the fact that the carpenter rode a donkey, and then he suffered on the cross for him, and he could relate to that, and that for him was good news, Jesus dying on the cross. And all of them testified to that. Another one had lost recently a family member that was very close to him, and made him think about, what's life about, and he found life in Jesus. Another one said, how do I get integrated into a church? I didn't know how to become part of that, and now I realized that I had missed the step of obedience, and here I am standing publicly testifying that Jesus has made that difference, and now I feel part of a family. And these all 6 guys are still with us 3 weeks later, and we know that the enemy is going to throw every kind of curveball at them, having done what they did. And they continue to grow, and they're growing towards Jesus and growing towards one another. It's just such a privilege to witness.
That brings me right to my next question. How can our listeners pray for the residents and the staff at Union Gospel Mission?
Well, for the residents, protections from temptation. We are in a location where if they step outside the doors here at 320 Princess, that drugs are freely available, basically, and people from their past lives can be hovering around. So it's always wonderful to see the resilience, to see them stand strong with Jesus and actually become witnesses to Jesus with their life transformation. But please pray for their protection, their discernment, their courage, and their wisdom. And for our chaplains, our counselors, our frontline workers, same thing, really. Pray for protection for them. Give them insight, give them knowledge. May they be able to remember the words of Jesus in every situation they're confronted with. And we have chaplains. And one in particular is very sick at the moment, and laid up at home for 2 weeks. We love him to pieces here. Sorry, I get emotional because these guys pour out their lives for Jesus. It matters so much. Every individual that comes here. So that's why we have these I had no idea tours where we take people around the 4 locations and interact with people, and And just to see Jesus at work, it's the most beautiful thing. And it's such a privilege, such a privilege.
Well, we're going to be praying for the residents and the staff. Really appreciate this update. And I would just love to know, is there anything else this morning, Martin, that you would like to share?
Um, well, yes, we have an upcoming youth night on the 17th of October, which will be really exciting. We love young people, and we're going to have an exciting time with Illuminate and Jess Shannon. And then on the Saturday, we've got our banquets, lunchtime and evening. Seats are going fast, and we've got testimony from three wonderful people in person, and we have some wonderful music. We have it'd just be a beautiful evening of worship, praise, recognition of what God is doing. So please come and join us.
If people are interested, do they need to get tickets, and can they find more information?
Just call 204-943-9904 extension 222, and you'll get this wonderful guy called Justin on the phone, and say you'd like to come, and you don't need tickets. We'll just mark you down, and nearer the time we'll email you and say we've assigned X table to you.
Perfect.
So
Well,
yeah,
really appreciate you sharing all this update, Martin. Thank you so much, and hope you have a really great rest of your day.
well, lovely, and bless you for your ministry and CHVN's ministry to this wonderful province of ours and to this nation. Thank you.